I know a couple of people messaged me and said they weren't going to be on, so I'm recording. And I, excuse my coughing. But tonight I have been, I've been like just kind of listening to a lot of trainings from other coaches and stuff, and been watching people. And honestly, our Success Club numbers are kind of, I mean, the people that are on the board, they're either almost there, they're at Success Club, but there's a lot of people in our organization that aren't. And it just kind of, like I've been talking to my coaches individually and trying to figure it out. And just, it sounds like there's a lot of coaches who are doing all this stuff, but they're not like doing the things that are going to help them grow their business, find challengers, get to Success Club, convert coaches. And so I really wanted to talk tonight on, and we've got some new coaches on our team. I don't think they're on the call yet, but just really focus on the things, the actions that are going to bring the most traction in our business. Excuse me. But first, we do have some announcements. February Team Cup is next month. I don't know why I like a Team Cup better than the other thing. I don't remember what the other thing's called. But I like a Team Cup. I think it's fun. It's a February Team Cup. That's when we team up as coaches in teams of 5. And a team can only have one diamond coach on it. So if you're a diamond or you've been a diamond and you've dropped, but you're a lifetime diamond, then you can be the only diamond. And then everybody else has to be below you. So I know that quite a few of you are going to lead a team, and I've already got my team put together, but we need to figure out, I'm going to do a poll about who all wants to be on a Team Cup, and so we can get that sorted out. Becca, especially you, before you leave, let's figure out whose team you're going to be on. But I know that Tracy agreed to lead a team. Timmy's going to lead a team. I think Christy's going to lead a team. And so there's plenty of places. We just need to get everybody put somewhere because you guys have your own coaches too.
Who's on your team?
Mine is me, Dee, Andrea, and 2 new coaches, Allison Coleman and Jasa. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Emerson. So I've still got coaches that I've got to places too. So we've just got to like divide them up. But they are teams of 5, and what you compete for points. Most of you guys here have done one before, but you compete for points as a team, and obviously you as an individual have to hit Success Club in order to earn anything as far as prizes. But the more points that your team gets, the higher you get in the prize. And as far as prizes go, isn't that when we won the skateboard? That we want to word for. And just some suggestions, like if you're leading a team or you're just participating in it, I always think it's a good idea to create like a group feed. You don't have to create a Facebook group, because I know we all get tired of Facebook groups, but you can do a message feed or even a text feed, or you could do something in the Challenge Tracker app if you wanted to, and just share tips and ideas. If it's too much, I wouldn't like say doing a weekly call or anything. I know some people do that, but you might just do like a getting started call, just so everybody can introduce themselves, create that, that team unity, that team atmosphere, and just encourage one another. And I do want to say, don't commit to being on a team if you're not going to shoot for Success Club, because like if you are not, and I'm not saying like if you don't hit Success Club that you failed your team, but don't commit to being on a team if you're not even going to work towards Success Club, because that's not fair to your team members. So, but I would love for everybody to be on a team and to be a part of that, because it is fun and it is exciting, and sometimes the gifts are corny, like a skateboard, but it's still fun to get it in the mail and say, hey, I earned it, and you can like. We didn't take ours. Never mind. My brain is foggy. But anyway, so Team Cup registration for that started today, and so we'll get that figured out within the next couple of days. Who all is going to be on a team and whose team? Okay. As far as Success Club points, like I said, like a lot of people on our team are doing really well. We just had more people with Success Club points than we do now. And I honestly didn't think January would be that hard for so many people. And that's what kind of led me to think about our call tonight and to really focus on what do we need to be doing as coaches to be hitting our goals. And so, but you guys are doing great. Tracy and Christy are already at Success Club. most of you guys are almost there. And so for anybody who has any points on Timmy, I don't know your team points, so I didn't put that up here. Anybody who has points on the board, like, you're doing well. And know that you guys can hit it before the end of the month. I know you will hit it. But whoever's on here, like, give them a little shout out, give them a message and say, hey, you're doing great. Like, one more point to go. You can do it. Just encourage each other, because I know that means a lot to so many people on this list. And so that's Success Club. And these are just some updates in the Coach Online office that I saw within the last few days. Country Heat, the challenge pack, I guess it went down to $140. I guess it was, I don't remember if it was on sale or not, but it's $140. The Kickstart is $180, and they reduced the price on those portion containers to $9.95. They used to be $17.95, but now they're $9.95. And they said it's just because there were so many competing, they're everywhere. They're at Walmart, they're on Amazon, and they wanted us as coaches to be able to sell them competitively, so they're only $9.95 now. But that's just an update. Emerald Retreat. So we finally decided on a date, and I say we because Christy offered her home for us to do this retreat, which will be so much fun. And it's not going to be as, obviously we had one in down at the beach in the fall. This one's going to be not as big as that, obviously, but it will be fun. I think we'll have a really good time. That's the same weekend as Super Saturday, so we're just going to kind of do Super Saturday at Christy's house. But she lives in Huntsville, Alabama. I know a lot of you guys don't live here, but that's in North Alabama. And she's opening our home. It'll be Friday night, all day Saturday, and then kind of like a celebration dinner on Saturday night. We'll probably go out to eat or something. But you do have to qualify for this. Qualifications are not huge. You do have to be an active Emerald coach when that weekend rolls around. You have to have hit Success Club 5 in March. And you have to be a club member or all access member, and you need to pay a $25 deposit. Now, if you hit Success Club in February and March or rank advance before then, you get your deposit back. And that, honestly, that money is just going to cover like some food and drinks and stuff. So, but it's going to be a weekend of training, and I'll probably be talking to you leaders on the team about sharing, about speaking. We'll work out. It'll be a really good time to plan, kind of be, I guess, maybe like a second quarter planning session, and, we'll focus on whatever somebody's struggling with in their business, and I think it'll be a fun, laid back weekend. So you guys who live in Texas or wherever, if you want to plan on coming, Becca, you can use your points. If you're not, will you be back? Barely? Will you be? I can't hear you. Okay. But we'll just plan on you guys being there. But I will send out an email, and this is open to our downline coaches. So if you have Emerald coaches or people who are shooting for Emerald, and you think that they would want to come, then definitely please tell them about this. I think that these things are great. It's great for us to fellowship as a team, to get to know one another better, and to just grow. I mean, I know we all walked away from that one in October just kind of energized, and it was a really good weekend experience for me, at least. And so we're going to do that. And in the fall, I will offer a diamond retreat, and that will be for anybody in our downline who is a diamond, and that will be kind of a bigger deal, a beach deal again. So we do have a couple new coaches on our team this week. Ashley Ball, she is from Kentucky. She is a nursing student, and we connected through Instagram. Hey guys, if you have new coaches on your team that you want me to shout out, or you want to shout out on our team call, please just let me know before Monday night. And I would love to do that. I think that's super important. Allison Coleman, she is actually from Corinth. She is, she's about to start a job that she just started coaching. I'm super excited about both of these ladies being on our team, and I know that they're going to bring a lot to Team Take Heart. So welcome, guys. Let's see. So one thing that I've been thinking about, and like Melanie talked a little bit about on our Rising Stars, our Diamond call, our weekly call, was the longevity of our customers. And this is something I just wanted to address, especially with you guys who've been coaches longer, and with the All Access Pass. Like, we really need to be thinking in 2017 about keeping our customers active, keeping them engaged, keeping them drinking Shakeology, especially those people who are All Access members, which for you newer coaches, that just means they have purchased the All Access Pass, which gives them a year's membership to Beachbody On Demand. They have access to all Beachbody programs in addition to the new ones that are going to come out this year. So we want to help those people. We don't, like I said here, we don't want a 21-day business. Like, we don't want somebody to do the 21-day fix and then be done. We want to help them create long-term goals, set long-term goals, meet them. We want them drinking Shakeology. I mean, from a business standpoint, that's where our income comes from. That's where our growth comes from those people who stay on Shakeology. So, be following up with your customers. I know that for me, every Monday, I go into my Coach Online office. I look at my orders from the past 30 days, and I look to see whose order is coming up. And, Beachbody reminds them now about their Shakeology order, but I still like to say, hey, how you doing? How the last 20 days been, which I'm normally connecting with challengers weekly anyways, but I just say your Shakeology is about to ship out. Are you loving it? Are you drinking it every day? Are you using the app? Is it helping you? Talking about the Challenge Tracker app, and just connect with those people. Talk, learn long term. For me personally, I send out an email. I think I shared it in our team page to everybody who's an All Access member. And I talk long term. I'm like, okay, you committed to a year's worth of investment in your health. Let's set goals. Let's make sure you're doing a program that you enjoy. Let's find one that will bring you results. And when you finish it, we'll move on to another one. I offer meal planning, help one-on-one with them. And so I really want my challengers to be engaged. I want them using that app, the My Challenge Tracker app. I want them drinking Shakeology. I want them logging into Beachbody On Demand, because that is going to get them results first and foremost. They're going to be happier, and it's going to create loyal Shakeology drinkers as well. And if you were thinking in terms of elite and premier this year, people who will stay on their Shakeology, now there's that customer volume area where if you just have just customers, not coaches, like, you get points for customers who are regularly drinking Shakeology. So that's another thing. I'm not personally shooting for elite, but I know that some of you guys might have that in mind, elite or premier. So be connecting with your challengers. I personally, the app is definitely growing on me, and I'm just going to use it from here on out anyways, because I think Beachbody is going to start measuring different things through the app. It's just going to be, they want us to use the app, and so I'm going to be using the app. And this group has been a lot better, and I've had more, I don't know, the challengers just seem to be doing better with it. But this was something that I posted in the group, my New Year group, this image, and I'll share it in our team page if I haven't already. I can't remember, y'all. This week's been a blur last week. But I just put this in there, and it says, quick poll, how long have you been drinking Shakeology? 1 month, 3 months, 6 year or more? And everybody commented. And so what I'm going to do, one thing it did was it got newer customers seeing that, hey, this is a long-term thing. These people have been drinking these shakes for 6 months, a lot of them for a year or more. And it just got them to see that you can sustain, you can, Shakeology does have long-term results. You can commit to it financially long-term. A lot of people think that's not possible, but I have so many people who've been drinking it for a long time. And so what I'm going to do is, for those people who've been drinking it 6 months, a year or more, I'm just going to send them a little happy. The year or more, I'm probably going to send them a canister, a Shakeology canister. And then the 6 months, it'll be something smaller, like a tank, or maybe some performance samples or something like that. And that's just what I'm going to do to encourage longevity on Shakeology too. Does anybody have anything to add to that or questions about that? No. Let's just definitely think long term and helping. We don't want customers just to commit for 21 days either. We want them to get results long term. And so here's where we move into the take action part. You know, what actions are going to bring the most traction in your business? And so, like, I see a lot of coaches, not just on our team, but on Melanie's team and other teams, who kind of don't ever even get out of the gate. You know, they commit to coach training, coach university, and they don't ever even give themselves a chance. Like, you know, they're just kind of overwhelmed by notifications or by posting, or, you know, lack of self-confidence, or whatever it is, you know, and lack of discipline. And so, like, I wanted to encourage new coaches and older coaches to really, you know, like, just focus on doing the basics of this business. There's nothing like rocket science about this business. You know, there's nothing super spectacular about me or about Tracy or about Timmy. Honestly, we just all do the work. Like, 20% of what you do in this business is going to bring you 80% of your success. And so it's really and truly just the little things, like getting up, working out, pushing play, drinking your Shakeology, posting about it, meal planning, you know, taking care of your nutrition. And that doesn't mean that you have to look perfect or that you have to be perfect when it comes to your nutrition. It means you need to be consistent. It means that you can't ask others to change their lifestyle if you're not going to change your own, right? And I can say personally that, like, I have gained like 5 pounds in the past week, and it's not the 5 pounds that bother me. It's not the last week, but like in the last couple months, it's not the 5 pounds that bother me so much. It's just that I've been so inconsistent with my nutrition. And to me, that's not leading a good example. That affects my self-confidence, and I know I've got to rein it in or it's really going to start affecting my ability to reach out to people, because I don't want to be a hypocrite. Like, I don't want to say, you should do this, if I'm not doing it myself. And so, you know, just taking care of yourself, making yourself a priority, and being an example, being proof that the products work. That's what we do as coaches. That's one of the number one things that we do. It's posting about challenge groups. It's inviting people to challenge groups every single day, connecting with people, caring about people. You know, like, I think that I named my Team Cup group Do Everything in Love, and we kind of talked about that at our retreat last fall too. But if you care about people, if you really and truly are motivated to help people, doing these vital behaviors, doing these little things every single day is not going to seem so much like work all the time. It might sometime, but it's not going to be like work all the time. And, you know, I think that people, like newer coaches, you may look at me and say, I could never do what she does, or I don't have the time that she does. But, you know, in the beginning, I didn't either. I really and truly worked this business as a new coach for over a year in about an hour, sometimes 2 hours a day. And so, like, it's not something that just happened magically for me. Like, I had to do those vital behaviors every day. I woke up, I pushed play, I posted, I invited, and I followed up when I could. And so I want to encourage you guys to, like, if you're not at Success Club, get Success Club out of the way first. I see a lot of coaches who wait until the end, and then they're scrambling and they're trying to make it happen. Like, scramble and make it happen at the beginning of the month. You know, do these actions at the beginning of the month. Schedule your challenge group for the middle of the month, and invite like crazy and follow up like crazy and build those connections and get it out of the way. Don't wait until the end of the month where you have to do a flash sale, or you have to give something away, or you have to lower the price, because, you know, it's not, these things that we're selling are not pricey, not really, when you look at the value. So get Success Club out of the way. And Melanie, my coach, has been sharing this image a lot in her training groups, and I like it. It just, I don't know, it clicks with me. It's just this diagram where you draw a circle in the middle. The circle is your goal, and the points on the outside are the action steps that you're going to take to get to your goal. And so, like, if you haven't hit Success Club 5, you should be inviting to another challenge group, or inviting to my challenge group, or your coach's challenge group, okay? And in order to, it's not just inviting, like, there are these things that you can do to bring success, to bring attention to yourself, so that when you send someone an invite, they're like, oh yeah, you know, Becca's been doing this, this, and that, and I see her talking about it, and she's talking about Shakeology, and so, like, I kind of want to know more about this. She's having results, maybe I could too, okay? And so it's things like posting a transformation. You know, like, you can sit down. I started doing this at the beginning of my week. And for me, like, my goal now is recruiting, which is on the next page, which I'll show you in just a second. But like if your goal is Success Club 5, make this diagram. What can you do this week? What can you post about this week to be able to help you reach that goal? You can send 10 Hey Girl messages on Monday and Tuesday. You can do a live meal prep video. You can invite 5 people, add 10 new friends every single day, follow up, do a why post. Why do you work out? Why are you a part of challenge groups? Why do you drink Shakeology? These are just things that you can break it down that can help you meet this goal. These are action steps, okay, that can take you closer to that goal. If you're at Success Club 5 or 10 or whatever it is and you want to recruit, you've got a different diagram, right? You've got different action steps. If you're wasting a whole lot of time spending, like creating images or coming up with plans or writing in your calendar and highlighting everything different colors, you're wasting time. If you're not at your goal, you need to be doing the action steps. You need to be taking action. And honestly, that's not action. So if you want to recruit 4 new coaches and get them started in February 6th, Coach University, I'm going to do a team cut post. I'm probably going to put all the pictures together of everybody on my team, put our name up there, talk about what we're doing, what our motivation is, what our goals are. I'm going to talk about coaching in that way. I'm going to talk about confidence, how this opportunity, I lack confidence in a lot of ways, but my confidence today, because of this opportunity, because I put myself out there, because of you guys, because of Beachbody, God has used this to totally build my confidence in myself and in Him. That's a post, right? I can do an event post. I can talk about, getting ready to go to LA, which I know is huge, and a lot of y'all aren't going to LA or anything, but, if you get an invitation to the Emerald Retreat, share a picture of it, talk about it, say what we're doing, that, my coach, I'm so honored, I've earned this opportunity to go to this retreat with my team. That's a way you can talk about coaching. Income posts. When Thursday rolls around, we get paid. I don't like to talk numbers, but that income has helped our family so much. Like, there's just no denying it. It is such a blessing, such a gift from God, and we needed it. Like, we needed the income, and it has helped us a ton. So, that's something I can talk about. I can make a lifestyle post. Earlier this afternoon, I made a post about our team call, about me getting ready for it. I can shout out a challenger, I can shout out a coach. And so these are just all action steps that can bring me closer to recruiting coaches, to hitting that goal of 4 new coaches for my February Coach University. And again, I ask that question, what are you doing that is wasting time and not moving your business forward? And I know that for me, it could be scrolling through Facebook. It could be checking my Coach Online office every 5 minutes. It could be, I don't know, looking for people to connect with, and then I just end up scrolling through all the people's silly posts or something. That's just a waste of time when I could be doing something else, like putting together a post or the wording or something for later. And so really evaluate where is your time being spent. If you're spending 80% of your time doing things that don't move your business forward, you need to check it and change that, okay? And so take action. Do these action steps. Create your little image. Plan out your week with very specific actions. Let's see. What else did I have? Let's see. Oh, yeah. I really wanted to touch on this because I see a lot of coaches posting. I see a lot of coaches on our team posting, and they're really not having any traction. They're not getting any interaction on their posts. I don't know if I know I talk to my coaches. I don't talk to, downline coaches that much unless they reach out to me. But, I see just a lot of, hey, I'm working out, I'm eating clean. You want to do it with me, which is good. We want to invite people to do that. We want to be proof that the products work, but you got to go deeper. What is your story? And I say, view this as a refining process. Okay. It's taken me so long to really, and our story's changing all the time, but you've got to be unique. You have got to set yourself apart. And you do that by talking about things that are specific to you. Why are you a coach? Why did you join your first challenge group? What motivated you to reach out to your coach or to respond to your coach and invest in Shakeology and a workout program, because that's not a small thing. That's a pretty big thing. What's your why? Why did you start? What's your Shakeology story? A lot of coaches aren't even posting about Shakeology. And if you're not talking about it, people aren't going to know what you're talking about when you invite them and tell them they have to have Shakeology for a challenge group, right? Why do you drink it? Why do you pay $3 or $4 a day to drink Shakeology and replace a meal with it? What does it do for you? For me, it helps my PMS. It's lowered my cholesterol. It's easy. It's very easy. I love the way it tastes. It curbs my sugar cravings. Talk about it. You've got to be talking about Shakeology. Handle those objections. Why? People think it's too expensive. Explain how you budget for it. You've got to have a Shakeology story, and you've got to talk about it a lot. Share your struggles. This is something that is very hard for me. It's not as hard as it used to be, but I don't see a lot of coaches talking about what's hard. And that's what people connect with. People connect with the struggle. When I posted that long post Sunday night about my unhealthy body image, I got so many likes, so many messages about that. And it was just me being real and me sharing my story and what I have struggled with for so long. And it's hard to share that stuff. I get it. But people connect with that. And that's what really helps someone. Perfection does not help. People don't want to connect with somebody who's perfect. They want to connect with somebody who's had struggles. They've had the courage to do something about it. And even though it may not look perfect, it may not be perfect, they're still going forward, right? Again, you can look through these. What sets you apart? We're a very diverse team. We may not look diverse from the outside, but we're a very diverse team. We all have different stories, different struggles, different backgrounds, different family, different types of families. We live in different places. What sets you apart? And then I say, are your posts too broad? Are you just trying to attract everyone? Trying to get everybody to work out and drink Shakeology, or are you targeting people? You should definitely be targeting people. Think about who you're trying to reach. And then I just said, what do you do for fun? What motivates you? I did that twice, obviously. I don't know why. But, so those are just some things to think about. If you want to go back and evaluate your posts and your page and say, can I get more specific? Can I dig deeper? Can I refine my story a little bit and make it something that someone can connect with? Okay. So that was just some suggestions that I have for you guys. And then Matt actually chose this verse for our kids' devotion just a little while ago, and I thought, oh, I'm going to use that in my slides, in my team call. And all that kind of comes back to this. I truly believe that, we are God's handiwork. We were created to do good things. God prepared us to do these things in advance. And I think coaching is that thing that allows me to do what He wanted me to do. And so I think about that as you're planning your posts. What's your purpose? How can your one post, maybe connect with someone and reach out to someone. That post I did on Sunday night, I got the deepest, longest, most emotional and really sad post from this lady who was she's in a dark place, and she knows that physically, if she can change her health physically, that it can help her emotionally. And so, if nothing else, even if she doesn't buy a challenge pack, I was able to encourage her and tell her that I could pray for her. And so, think about what can coaching and your posts and the people that you are able to connect with through coaching do for someone, okay? And so I think Timmy, we've got time if you want to share your stuff, for sure. Let me stop share and let you, yeah. Let me unmute you.
I'm unmuted, I think.
Yeah.
I just need to pull it up. Okay. Okay, I'll share my screen. Yeah, let me see here. Can I share my screen? Yeah, I see it now. Okay, so Rachel and I were just kind of talking about some things to talk about, and this just hit me. It was this, She Works His Way, and it kind of really struck me, and it just kind of resonated with me and how we do things as a coach, and I kind of really put it together. And it was about spiritual disciplines, but I put it together with spiritual and business disciplines. It says our level of discipline has a direct effect on our opportunity for success. And you just got to think about that. How disciplined you are about doing something will directly affect your actual success, and no matter what you're doing. Okay, so whether or not you want to have a stronger faith, or whether or not you want to succeed in your weight loss or your fitness, or if you want to succeed as a coach. So no matter if you're disciplined in that actual area that you want to improve in, whether or not it is waking up early and drinking your shake and doing your workouts, or it is waking up early and reading your devotion and spending time with God, and working on different things that you need to work on that He is dealing with you, or if it's doing the different things that we've talked to you about as a coach to help your business succeed. Those things that the people that not everybody wants to do because it is a little bit harder, those are things that are going to help you succeed. So that was kind of like the basis of it. And so I want to go over it. So I just wanted to kind of get it in our heads. Like when we first start working with somebody and we're working with a challenger and a coach, we try to provide them as much as they can. And so we give them a place to meet online. We teach them about the shakes and meal planning, and we teach them how to succeed. We try to encourage them to post so that we can cheer them on. We encourage them to interact daily. But there's still some people that are going to end up dropping off, and there's still some people that are going to end up not being able to they're not really committed. They're not really ready to do that discipline, and they still are frustrated. And so they are saying it doesn't work. And so as a coach, you start asking them like, hey, well, are you meal planning, or are you prepping? And you try to figure it out, and they're not quite there with those disciplines. They haven't quite gotten there on making it work. And so you do your best, but you can't do it for them. And so we have to we do our best to share with that, but we can't do it for them. So as a coach, it kind of makes me feel bad. And you want to say, why are you not doing that? But then I got to turn this around, because there's sometimes as a coach or different areas in my life that I realize that maybe I need to be more disciplined at, but I'm not actually. And so you got to switch that around, because as you feel like as a coach, you have gotten in that position where you have got those disciplines down, but those are some of the new things that they're working on. So what I wrote is they haven't learned that their level of discipline will have a direct effect on their success. So then I want us to switch gears a little bit and think about it as coaching. So each month we really need to think about and reflect on our month. And like Rachel said, there's times that we wait to the end of the month to help us reach our monthly goals, and we're scrambling at the end. But why don't we change that? We need to be scrambling at the beginning so that we're getting it all done, and then you can breathe and feel comfortable with it and be excited, and then you're working from your heart because you feel like you've got that goal, and now everything else is just extra, and you're being able to help and share just from your heart. So I said, are you doing the things that are helping you succeed? And I'm guilty of wanting to make the cute picture, or I'm guilty of wanting to create a new guide or create something new. I love doing that, but then I also got to remember what I'm actually supposed to be doing as a coach and how it's going to help me succeed. So sometimes we'll complain about, well, maybe this wasn't for me, or if it's not working for me, but are we actually doing the disciplines that we need to do every day to succeed? So I said, have we actually learned our level of discipline that has a direct effect on our success? So, just as like sometimes you've mastered something, and as a coach, you're dealing with your challengers, and you're like, why are they not doing it? But then switch it. This is now something that we're working on. So every time as you're trying to improve on yourself, that new thing gets to be a little bit harder. So, and I wrote up here at the top saying called to coaching. And I feel like God has given us a gift. And so a lot of us are using that call to coaching. And that's how I feel. I feel like I've been given a gift to be able to help motivate and inspire others. So how do you feel when you help someone get started? You get excited and you've invited someone, they say yes, and you're able to get them started. You've hit Success Club, you hit your goals. And so do you keep up the momentum, or do you shut it down after you've done that? And so it's so easy, like we say, this is such an emotional roller coaster, because you get somebody started and then, then you go dip down again. So there's times that you get satisfied of where you're at. And so the way they were bringing about was, it said sometimes God is so awesome, and just getting like a touch of it and just getting the taste of his goodness, that you think it's great and you stop. But his plans are so much bigger than we could ever imagine, and that sometimes we stop at the minimum and don't keep going. And so I just want to encourage you that if we hustle and we do what we need to do in the beginning, everything is just kindness out of our heart, and everyone, we want to help each other. We're able to be that go-giver that we want to be, and not just a goal-getter. So it's those two things together, of being a goal-getter and then a go-giver to help people, that you're still helping you succeed by helping others succeed too. And that's just really like the basics of what I want my coaching to be. I really want to help others succeed. And so I said, but to experience all that he has for us, it requires more than a minimum effort. So that's where our disciplines come in. And so, I do have to wake up early if I want to, get everything I need done. And I do want to wake up early to read my devotionals and spend more time with them. So this was me. My purpose of godliness is called to coaching. I said, a lack of discipline will never reap a life that can change the world for Jesus. And so I feel like my purpose, or my ministry in coaching, is to share my journey. And so the way I need to look at it is, he's going to use me and my words. How am I going to reflect by sharing about my journey? I really want to help other women who have struggled with their self-image, their consistency, and not having a good mindset. I feel like I'm called to share my faith, and it helps me be a better person inside and out. However, I can't reach other women and do what my ministry that I feel like I am called to do if I'm not following the disciplines of our business. And so a scripture that was a part of it was, discipline yourself for the purpose of godliness. So my goal is, since I feel like this is my ministry, it's not just so that I can achieve a rank or reach an income. Yes, those are part of it, and that's my bonuses, but I really feel like this is my passion and my purpose and my calling and my personal ministry to help other women. So, but am I doing the disciplines in my business to help those other women? And so I created and you guys know these because these are our vitals, but the disciplines of coaching success. I need to do the workout. I need to be consistent. I need to watch my nutrition. I need to do the workouts. I need to do the personal development. And also for me, I need to have that special time with God in the morning. That is for me, because if that's my ministry and I want to be able to portray that and use my why and how it helped me. If I don't spend that time in my devotions, then I'm not able to write the posts that I need to write to help others. So I've lumped that one in the circle together. You need to just, reach out and add to your friends list and connect to those. And then, like we always say, you got to invite them to the party and see if they're interested in joining us, because otherwise you're having a party all by yourself. You're having a group. And if you don't reach out to them and invite them and maybe answer the questions that they have, but they're too nervous to ask you, then they'll never actually reach out to you. I mean, I was a person that actually reached out to my coach, but not everybody is like that. I spoke to someone today and they said, oh yeah, I've been thinking about it. I just wasn't, I just didn't feel like, they were nervous about contacting me and stuff. So that's why the invite is just so important. And so then one of the things I do, and it sounds ridiculous, but even when I say it, I kind of crack up, but I get up really early. And so it's hard for me to get up early. And I do pray, Lord, help me wake up early, help, getting myself going. And it sounds kind of funny, but on nights that I forget to do that or whatever, I do struggle. And I feel like in the mornings that when I do ask that the night before, help me get up, it really does work. So I'm saying ask for the discipline. If there's something that you're struggling with, ask for that help. And so this prayer was on there, and I just really liked it. It said, God, please make my heart be about being more like you. Discipline me for the purpose of being godly so that others can see your work in me and desire the same. So my goal is to share my story and let them know how I intertwine my faith and my fitness and how it works together so that I can help others. I said, don't allow me to become, or the prayer was, don't allow me to become lazy in my walk with you, because I believe that my coaching, my fitness, my faith, all that ties together, and I want to portray it, and I want to do it for his glory and not mine. So I think that might be the end. Nope. Oh, those are other things that I won't do. We'll do that another time. So that was what I wanted to share, just because I thought it just kind of struck me, and knowing that if I want to do what I feel like I'm really called to do, then I need to be disciplined in the things that part of spending that time with him, and then also being disciplined in the things that I know that will help my business succeed so I can touch those other ladies. I'm going to stop my screen share.
I love it. I think it's good. And I think that a lot of times we can see those 4 vital behaviors as just something we have to do today. But when really there can be so much joy and, fulfillment when you get that one person, like who's just been really looking for something, or who really, and just wanted somebody to say, hey, I believe in you. And so, yes, they build our business, but like you said, they also, it's our mission. It's our purpose. That's how we, we live out what God wants us to do. So, but that's what we've got, you guys. So I challenge you this week, like, look at what you're doing. Are you kind of wasting time? Are you scrolling? Are you, spending too much time in your calendar, and not doing the things that are going to get you closer to your goal? And I've got that thing. I posted it in the files section. I took it from Melanie, of that circle with the things that I don't even know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And it comes with like a separate sheet where you can actually like make a longer list of action steps. Like, fill that out, like post it in our team page, lead by example, especially if you have other coaches, like do it for yourself and just show us what you're doing, what action steps, what's your goal for this week, for the next week, and what steps are you going to take to actually get to that goal? Because that's what, it comes down to doing those basic things. Do you guys have any questions or anything you need help with before we end our call? I just have to say, Becca's going to do a coaching opportunity call from Thailand? Where are you going to be?
Thailand.
I mean, holy crap. Like, I don't have any excuses.
And I already have one of my challengers. She's amazing. Fun little story, because I almost didn't reach out to this woman because I was intimidated by her. Her body already looked perfect, and I saw that she was a skater, and this was several months ago. And then she finally, I reconnected with her, and she was all about it because she had done Turbo Jam some years ago. And then she was like, oh, yes, I want a HIIT program. Turbo Fire sounds awesome. Yes, I want to do your challenge group. She's like, I'm a gym rat. She said this in my group the other day. But this group has been so great, and you're such a great coach. I love this. And then she was like, she emailed me to ask me about the $25 discount and, all that for becoming a discount coach. And I was like, Shannon, I already had her on my radar to say you'd be a great coach. And so she's all about it. And I think she's going to be a working coach. So that's really exciting too.
Cool. That's awesome. Hey, yeah. And if you're in that Emerald to Diamond call group, we shared a lot of stuff last night about, just going for it, asking people to be a coach, not shying away from it, because like you'd be surprised at the people that are watching you and thinking about it. And just like with challenge groups, they're waiting for you to reach out to them, or, they just have, enough insecurities that they won't reach out to you. So just like inviting to challenge groups, you've got to be inviting to coaching. Like you've got to, like I almost missed somebody because I was thinking about it and I didn't know she'd want to. And then we kind of accidentally connected, and now she's a coach, and I think she's going to be a great coach. And anyways, I almost missed the opportunity because I wasn't sure if she would want to say yes or want to learn about it. So you've got to be inviting to coaching. It's an awesome thing. And so just don't be afraid to ask people because we're here. We'll help you train them, and so I'm proud. I'm excited to see what's going to happen here in our team this year. But anyways, does anybody else have anything?
I got something.
Okay.
I sold an all access challenge pack to a girl in a wheelchair.
Cool.
So, I mean, you know, we always talk about don't discount anybody or don't, you know, make
my girl did too, Tracy.
Did she?
We talked about, yeah,
that's cool. And it's so weird that I found that girl that is a coach that's in a wheelchair. I mean, it was so random that I found it and I sent it to her and she was like, "Thank you so much for sending me this." But she actually bought the challenge or decided to buy the challenge pack last night. She's been thinking about Shakeology and everything for a while, but she's going to do 22-minute hardcore in size.
That's good.
From her wheelchair. That's just, you know,
yeah,
it's opportunities for everybody. I mean, as far as both the fitness part and Shakeology and the coaching.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's awesome. And, you know, like somebody like that, I'm sure now a lot of people reach out to them and say, "Hey, do you want to get fit?" You know, I mean, but
yeah.
They need it just like anybody else. So that's really cool.
She's excited.
Yeah. Don't prejudge for sure.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Well, I'm going to post about Team Cup 2 tonight or tomorrow, and you guys will sort that out. But thanks for showing up, guys. And I will talk to y'all soon. Okay. Thanks, Timmy. Bye.